Go ahead.
You can't be a drummer.
Hello!
What is going on? It is Sketchy Live Monday. Welcome back.
Season 5, episode 3.
Well,
No, it's really 2.
It's 2, but
it's 2.
It's 3-ish. So how are you doing out there in sketchy land? I hope you're staying sketchy. I know I am.
Welcome back.
Hey, it's Johnny Jalopy. With me as always, my beautiful, gorgeous, lovely, talented, smart, sexy. I love the way your hair looks.
Thank you.
Wife, ITY-B. How are you?
I'm good.
It's great to be back.
I know.
It's been forever.
Where have you been? I feel like it's been a long time.
It has been. I mean, we're talking, that's 14 days, man. We haven't done sketchy.
Right.
So
I know.
Who is with us on the broadcast tonight? And then we're going to get right into it. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. We've got Michael Allen joining us. Welcome, sir.
Sweet, Michael.
Julie Anderson. Hello from the foggy PNW.
Oh, right.
Foggy.
My nasal spray. Oh, God.
Lizzie says hello, you two. Welcome back, Johnny.
Thank you.
So if anybody's been following Johnny, he went to California for a little bit.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that.
For sure. We're going to get into it.
Mike Ferrucci's joining us. Good sketchy evening, guys. Welcome.
What is going on?
We've got Matty Bunce.
Mattavius.
Of course, he shows up for this, but doesn't call me about his insurance, and he was supposed to call me.
Matt,
it's okay, Matt.
Matt, are you not keeping your appointments?
Kat, the artist, is on with us tonight.
That's great. How are you doing, Kat? Up in the Panhandle?
She's still killing it.
Crushing it.
Her holiday work. She was doing a lot of window painting.
I would love to come. I would love to take a trip and watch.
I would love to assist. I would carry her paints.
Like learn how to do it, right?
Yeah. Well, you could do it. I probably could.
You probably, yeah. Well, maybe we could be a team.
Maybe
working down in the the West Coast,
right? Or we'll bring her down, introduce her to some people, like Sponge Dogs people.
If we bring her down, we're not going to get any work because they'll give it all to her because she's amazing.
I want her to do it. Naz Malone's joining us.
What is up, Naz?
James Olchin, welcome back, Johnny
Mr.
J.
Olchin, Mr. Olchin, what's going on?
DeLeo CBS says saludos desde Zapopan, Jalisco, Mexico.
Hey, welcome. Our friend from Jalisco? Jalisco, Mexico. Well, Viva la Jalisco! Is that how we would do it instead of how we always do Viva
la France?
Viva la France. Viva la Jalisco.
Viva la Jalisco.
Yeah, well, welcome to the show. We appreciate it.
Bob McLaren's joining us. Hey, from the cold 51st state. I heard you guys are getting some chilly temps.
Chilean. They're getting
fun fact for you. It's going to be cold here tonight.
They're getting the Chilean sea bass up there.
We might need to put the heat on here.
The heat is on.
The heat is on.
I knew that was going to cause that problem.
Kevin Johnson's joining us from Hudwist. Time to get sketchy. Hudson, Wisconsin.
So guys, here's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to try not to do as much drawing tonight because I really, really want to talk about my trip. It was so fun. You guys were cool enough to pop in when I would do the live spots. And I wasn't really able to read questions and answer questions. There's been a lot of questions and feeds of the pictures we posted and stuff. And that's been really cool. Keep your eye out also too to see if he pops on that as well. I don't know how that exactly works. Hopefully he'll text me. By the way, we may have a special guest. I just talked to him. He is we'll call it the green room.
In the wings.
In the green room, getting ready to
Waiting
come on.
in the wings.
Yeah. Ian Roussall from Full Custom Garage, the TV show, the hit TV show on Motor Trend. Huge cool thing that happened to Ian. I don't know if he'll let me share. Maybe I'll wait to see if he talks about it. I'll leave that for him. But something really, really cool in his career type thing happened while I was there, and it was really cool to watch it happen.
Cool.
So him, possibly Jamie might pop on, I hope.
His wife, Jamie?
Yeah, Jamie Roussall as well. The tag team up there in the... Go ahead.
I was thinking, Ian Roussall, Jamie, his wife, because it sounded like Jetsons.
Well, it kind of works. They do totally. They love that the alien vibe, as with the Ian Roussall, the Roussall fabrication stickers. They were so graciously cool to give me.
Yes,
as a departing gift.
Departing
from the Area 51. What a crazy cool place. So yeah, and also too, what I've got on the screen. If you want to pop over there. Yes. So this is the front view. We haven't really locked in the front view. So my thought is tonight I'm going to try to do a little bit of where we're hoping to go with this, with the front of the car. What we've talked about, a lot of you have seen pictures and stuff. Hopefully we'll get some questions about that as well, like what the plans are. That gave you time to fix your hair.
Yeah, I did.
Off camera. I know you didn't want to do that. But some of the cool features we've got going that we haven't shared, I'm giving a little tidbit of it. Kind of where we're going with the look of the front.
Nice.
So it's not the full rendering of the car yet, because the full rendering of the car has not been figured out.
Quite developed.
We are still in the developmental stages of what are we going to do to the car. Ian and I, since I got back, have been kind of back and forth about headlights and taillights. We sort of have a decision on headlights, but we haven't really locked them in yet. He sent me something today. I was like, I don't know about that. Yeah. So anyway.
So he's going to be doing a little bit of drawing. We're going to be doing a little bit of talking. Let me finish telling you who's on, because when he pops on, I want to be able to.
Yes, go ahead.
Jump into that. Okay, so we've got Lizzie Daughtry joining us. She said that the 29th is the Kumquat Fest here in Dade City. Come on out. She's going to be out there with her jewelry.
Sweet.
Lou Linder Jr. is joining us from Ben Salem, Pennsylvania.
Lewis Linder, how you doing?
Doug Powers. Hey.
Mr. Powers, how we doing?
Mr.
Powers.
Mama Wood and Tim are in the house. She says, hello, my babies.
What's up, Mom? I didn't get a chance to call you today. It was a busy day at the job.
At the day job.
Yeah, so...
James Olchin said he went looking for UFOs. Will Shook said, hi, looking great. So he's basically just seen your pencil drawing and is already loving it. Arthur Neary is joining us from snowy New Jersey. Welcome.
And again, this is just going to be a representation of kind of where we're going. This is not the full locked in, because we haven't decided on everything, which is cool.
Ronnie Davis is joining us. Cool shirt. Enjoy mine, and have had a ton of comments on it.
Oh, well, awesome.
Johnny's wearing the Sketchy Speed Equipment shirt tonight.
Yeah, there's a new one out, I hear.
There is. Jimmy Barker's joining us. Hey, Johnny, I've been following the build. It's looking good. Yeah, we're going to talk a little bit more about it here in a minute. Cam McNulty's joining us from Wyoming. Kathy Artist said, oh, hi, yes, come here and help me paint.
I'd love to. It would be so exciting.
Draco is joining us. It just may be me, but it's freezing up bad, he said.
Oh, well, it may be you. Oh, internet stealer over there.
Yeah, Kev. You might have to take a break.
Because our bandwidth sucks.
Yes. We've got Kevin.
In the oh so bad way.
Kevin Byron from Elizabeth, Colorado. Welcome.
How you doing? How you doing?
Howard Pierpont from Greeley, Colorado, of course. 33 and clear tonight in Greeley.
What?
Sounds amazing. That's actually on the warm side.
How is it? It's the cold where everyone else is, but and it's always
Greeley, he's not.
Yeah,
he's
always the one that's like freezing, and then tonight it's barely even cold here.
Jimmy Barker said, hey, from the snow-covered southern West Virginia. Virginia.
Mountain Mama.
Mountain Mama.
We've got great West Virginia stories, right?
The McCoys are joining us. Hello from the McCoys at Kuyan Customs in Cajun
Kuyan. I hear that a spicy Cajun costume.
See, I don't know how to do the voice.
I know.
I don't know how to do the accent.
Well, you would say Cajun, and
I did say Cajun.
That's already a problem.
Doc Bikey.
Bukey.
No, it's Bikey.
Bikey.
Yeah. Welcome back. Missed you two last week.
Hey.
We missed you guys, Doc.
Yeah, we did.
Robert Frost. The name sounds chilly. Hello from Indiana.
It's probably chilly in Indiana is the place where it's really chilly.
Mike Frucci said it's 45 degrees in Homosassa right now, which is just a little north of us. It's going to be 35 degrees tonight. I don't think the temperatures have gotten down that low here by us yet. Nope, we're at 55.
Cold enough.
Michael Williams said, oh my God, I've missed seeing you guys. I'm glad to have you back where my dizzy phone will pick you up.
Did you say Disney phone?
Dizzy.
Oh.
Jimmy Barker said, when is the build expected to be completed? Are you going back for the rest of the build?
He said he'd have it done in 48 hours, and yeah. I hope he's going to hold to that.
I don't think it's going to be that quick, but he does work pretty quick.
He does work fast.
You know, some people work better with a team. You know, the more people hands-on, the quicker it gets done. But I think for him, he likes to work alone, isn't he said?
He likes to drink alone. No, I'm just kidding. With nobody else.
We'll have to ask him if he pops on.
We'll definitely hope he gets to pop on. So anyway, so let's get into it. So if you have questions about it, about the trip, feel free to pop them on there, babe. Make sure you're running by ADB here, and we'll start answering some of your questions.
Yes, we can.
Because that's really what I wanted to concentrate on tonight. Not so much the drawing. Because again, I'd like to say, as I'm, here's part of the build. We haven't decided on everything yet.
Right.
So in order for me to do a full rendering of the end result, I can't do that because we haven't decided.
Right.
And unlike other builds, we're not going off of a rendering I already did.
You're rendering
or in the
beginning.
We basically showed up and was like, okay, let's get an idea of what we're doing. Here's the base type thing.
Yeah. So this is like really from square one.
It's pretty darn good.
Yeah, it's not bad. Jeff Bell's joining us. Big time TV star is back, he says.
Oh, yeah.
Ronnie Grady's joining us. Will it be a Woody with a surfboard, he wants to know?
I don't know. To be honest, I think we're really going to go the Area 51 theme is what I'm hoping for. We're kind of in the midst of trying to figure out we haven't come up with a name yet. So,
yeah,
there's a lot of decisions to be made yet.
Alicia Allen's joining us. Hello from Indiana, she says.
Hello.
Mike Lemon joining us. Hello from Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. Is it the law there to sing that song when you...
Dana Hall is joining us. Snowed in West Virginia.
Nice.
Sounds chilly.
That's our second West Virginia person. Yeah. That's cool.
Barry Belane, hello from Dayton, Ohio. Welcome, sir.
Well, welcome. We sure appreciate you popping in.
Ronnie Grady wants to know if you saw any UFOs.
I did see a crazy spacecraft while I was out there. I don't know if you guys got the chance to see the photos. And also, Ian gave us little glimpses of it as it was flying by. My nose is really plugged. Kev, can you grab the...
You're not going to want to do that on camera. Could just go get
No, I know, but also the wine, because I'm about out.
Oh, okay. Jeez. So
someone gave us a very little person pourer.
Sorry. Not necessarily a UFO, but still a flying object.
It was a space...
Semi-unidentified.
Yeah.
Semi.
The Strata, I think it's called the Strata launcher.
Something like that.
Yeah, it's really cool, though. But we got to see that. I got to see that thing.
The McCoys want to know, all right, Johnny, what did you do to the front of Ian's bug?
Of course, we're going to go to that question. I was hoping that was the one that Ian was going to talk about.
Oh, I'm sure we're going to get his side of the story as well.
Oh, yeah. So we get done with shooting day 3, I think. The day is really all melded together. So we get done at the end of shooting at day 3, and always I hear Ian kind of starting cars up, moving cars, and doing this. And next thing I know, there's a line, and there's his 3-wheeler. The black bug that he takes out in the sand dunes, which is like a 66 or 67. That's like fully stock, but he's put some bigger tires on it and stuff. And then Jamie's dune buggy. He's like, all right, man, we're gonna go hit the trails. Let's give you a tour. I'm like, okay. So I get in the bug, and of course, Ian's like 6'3", and so I get in, and immediately I can barely touch the pedals. I feel like a little kid. I'm like pulling the steering wheel up to try to reach the pedals. So I'm like, hey man, the I can't really reach the pedals. Does the seat go up? Because in mine, it doesn't go up. Ours
doesn't move.
Yeah. So he's like, oh yeah. So he clicks the seat up, and I'm good. I can reach the pedals. Okay. So I start mashing the brake pedal down, and there's barely any brakes. And hey man, there's really not. He goes, yeah, it doesn't have a lot of brakes, but you'll be fine. Don't worry about the brakes. Just go real fast this way, and if anything gets in your way, turn. Jeez. That's what he told me. I said, okay, you're the boss.
So then you really can't be held responsible. You're responsible.
Sure. I was behind the wheel. So we take off, and we start heading up into the back, out in the middle of the desert, and just trail riding. He took me to a bunch of different places up in some really beautiful area that you can really see Mojave and the airport, and you can see over the Air Force Base and stuff. And I mean, we're cranking along, man. I'm gunning this thing, and we're romping.
How fast do you think you were going?
30, 40 miles an hour. It felt like 1,000 miles an hour.
But I guess on the dirt.
It felt like I was like, what's his name? Oh, I forget. He was an old Baja racer, like Iron something. Anyways, I felt like we were Baja racing because we were just romping. Of course, Ian's over there one-handed on the trike, just leaning and making it look easy. I look behind me. Jamie's just trucking along. The dune buggy's kicking butt on everything. I feel like I'm hitting every rut and whatever. But so we just went all over the place in the desert. It was so much fun. So we get back to the place after a good trail ride, couple good stops, and really romping on it. And he's got like a little racetrack by his house, in his property. Like there's a set racetrack. You've seen it when they film. They'll come around the corner and slide the cars sideways. So Johnny starts thinking, man, I know that one car. I seen Ian. He came around the corner. He was all
drifting,
ass out. It was cool. Not thinking to myself, I forgot. He told me. I usually use the emergency brake to really slide the rear tires out. So I come around this corner, and there's probably a good 6 foot, maybe 7 foot span of posts to where you come in out of the desert back into the property again, part of the racetrack. So I long pedal it all the way around this corner, and I'm like, and I let off the gas, and I see the big gap coming, and I'm like, oh shit. So I start smashing the brakes. And I'm like, bang. And by this, I forgot to tell you, as soon as we took off and took the first bump, the seat flew all the way back. So I was already like holding on to the steering wheel, trying to drive the whole time.
What are you, 7?
Yeah, like a little kid, like trying to touch the pedals. That's what I felt like the whole time. Anyways, we come around the corner. I'm hitting the long pedal and start smashing on the brake. And all I see is the post coming like in super slow-mo. And I'm thinking to myself, it's going to be like in the movies where it comes right up to it, and it'll be like, ding,
No.
It's like not slowing down. I'm like, oh shit, this is going to be bad. And I'm like, if I turn the wheel, I'm in the side of the car, and I'm really damaging the car. So I just stayed straight, kept the wheel straight, and hoped that it would slow down enough and just barely tap, because I kept pushing on the pedal, and of course it didn't stop, and smacked right into the post.
My question is, why didn't he have you fix it before you left?
So this was the look I got. He hears me coming around the corner. I see him going, like the face of like, oh yeah, hit that pedal.
He was super proud.
And then as it's coming towards, he's like, oh, and then it hit, and he went like that, and I was like, oh no. And I'm just sitting in the car, and I'm like, dude, I'm so sorry. And he's like, are you kidding me? Like that. I think it was like, are you kidding? At least in my head, that's what I heard. Are you kidding me? I don't know if he said that, but that's what I heard in my head. Because that's what I would have said. Are you kidding me? We thousands of things, and you hit the one post in the whole property. Yeah.
Did you damage the post as well?
Oh no, the post was fine.
Okay.
There's not a mark on that thing. That's a railroad tie from the 30s, man. That thing is strong. So
we have got.
Yeah.
Oh,
mystery guest.
There he is.
Oh my God, can you believe it?
He's wearing a mask.
Can we hear him?
Hello.
Mute if you can, mystery guest.
Am I coming in clear?
Well, we might not be able to hear him.
No, we may not.
Hello?
Are you muted?
I don't think
so. On full by himself.
Let's try again.
On yours?
No.
Okay.
There he is.
Mystery alien, how are you? We can't hear you. The feed's coming in good. That's good news.
They chose to. You have to unmute yourself. Can't hear you.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Ian. So, what if he's? So we're already,
how about now?
You gotta. Can't hear him.
Maybe
click the microphone to unmute. You can't.
It.
He's like, go to hell. I can't hear you.
I clicked it.
No, I can't hear him.
I'm gonna go to speaker. Hold on. We'll have a delayed. At least you can see his face. Hold on.
Let's see. Yeah, it's just not picking up.
Can you hear me now?
All right, we're calling Ian.
Can you hear me now?
We can hear you. We'll do it this way.
Figure this thing out.
That's okay. We have picture. We can hear your. It'll be a little bit of a delay to your voice, but that's okay because really there's a delay in ours sometimes too. Anyways, how you doing, man?
Good. It's just laying fiberglass all day, feeling creative. You know.
Are we done yet?
Yeah. About 30 minutes after the next commercial break.
Because remember when I left, you said, "Oh yeah, I'll have it done in 46 hours."
Yeah, it's quite the challenge. We're working on it though.
That's awesome. Is your
I didn't hear any of the other live feed, whatever you're doing with the sketch. What's happening?
Oh, you didn't see? So I'm kind of laying in some of the picture that you sent with the 2-inch drop.
Yeah.
And I'm just kind of drawing that in with just what the front view would look like.
Let me look at this. I'm trying to bring up your Facebook now. Because this, the link you sent me was a little difficult.
Oh, really? Okay, no problem.
So simple.
Well, if you have to go off of that and you just want to go to the phone, we can do that just as easy.
Let's see.
I've got it up on the screen.
Uh-huh.
I think these headlights are going to work.
Oh, I see how it's laid out now. On my image just turned black on the.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's look at this photo for your illustration.
Go to the main of that. There we go. So there's where we're at, man.
Yeah, that's kind of what we were designing, right?
The swoop down here. Yeah. Now I noticed. Are you narrowing the beam?
No, and the wheel adapters bring everything out even wider.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we want the widest stance possible.
Okay, good. I wasn't sure.
That looks cool.
I like how you have it a little bit sagging to the passenger side, just like the actual. We're currently working on that.
I took the actual line image exactly off the front of the car. So I superimposed the other car. So in fact, I'll show you what I got.
Yeah.
Hold on.
The right headlight is higher than the left, which is actually how the car looks. And you need to figure that out.
That's that old fiberglass, dude, right?
Yeah, it is that old drag race nose.
There you go. There's. I superimposed the grill with the headlights we chose onto the cover job of the fenders.
Yeah. And I did a little correction when I started the fiberglass, the right-hand side front fender also, because, I don't know, maybe that thing was laid out somewhere and it got warped, but it's definitely lower on the right-hand side.
Well, it's a spaceship, so it can't be perfect, you know.
Yeah. No, and again, just to be, like more of a natural sculpture, it's going to be asymmetrical.
Right.
And an attitude.
Yeah? What'd you add?
No, I said attitude.
Oh, attitude. I thought you were like, yeah, and I added some stuff. I was like, oh, really? What did you add?
No, not yet. I've just been adding a lot of the same thing we were doing, just strips of that galvanized steel, screwing it in place on all the fenders, and just laying a lot of fiberglass on it.
So we got a lot of listeners who on the live who are listening to you, Ian. So they might be asking some questions.
We do have one question.
So Beth might ask you a question here from the group.
Jimmy Barker's asking, how many hours a day did you guys work on the project? It's a good question. Did you put in like an 8-hour day?
Do you count breakfast? And...
That's fuel.
I think that's kind of the magic of our production is, we do a lot of stuff besides actually working on the car for filming, and then all the actual hard work comes in when the camera's not rolling.
Right. Yeah, I would say that's the fun part, and actually it's sometimes to throw you a little behind the scenes, something that Ian and I actually kind of witnessed now, being a little more a part of decision making of the car, is as Ian and I were like really banging out ideas. In the production parts of it, it was like, hey guys, can we focus back on what we're doing right now? So that was interesting.
It is a TV show, right? And that's Brooks knows what he needs to make it a entertainment value.
For sure.
So I think some people want to know too, how did the idea originate? Was this car parts you had laying around, Ian, that you thought, what can I do with this? Or
yes, truly. I found this kit. It's an old BGW Spectre kit from whenever, but it was unused. It was never installed. So the fenders and that van body thing were laying out in the desert. It was an estate sale.
Wow.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. In fact, I tried to pull some photos up, and I think I have a photo here that we can share with everybody if I can get it to come up, of it sitting basically like you found it. Let's see. Oh, I can't. I'm an idiot.
You don't have your other computer.
I don't have my thumb drive. Hold on. You do.
So normally when Johnny works with you, he usually comes up with a rendering first, and then you kind of design the car around maybe what he's done. But in this case, it's kind of backwards. So you had this idea first and then said, hey, what can we do with this?
Yeah, that was part of the challenge with the production. Brooks and I talked about that. It's like, well, we don't want to like do the same old routine, right? And Johnny definitely has that eye for, flow, the style, etc. So we both thought, well, instead of just throwing them back down to the sketch pad and doing something, let's just totally get into the three-dimensional like sculpture aspect of it.
Right.
And then he can kind of revise his rendering later.
Yeah, he was super excited about being a part of it from the beginning. So
yeah, to not have to draw in the beginning and just kind of be able to be creative. There's a picture. I don't know if this is exactly how you found it, but
wow.
There was another photo. I thought it was in your one.
Yeah, just like that.
It was just out in the middle of some weeds. And there it is.
It was on somebody's property, but this was a project. This guy was a passionate car collector, a million ideas, and it was sitting there just literally screwed onto this body as a mock-up and never installed.
That's crazy.
And didn't you say the way the front end and stuff is set up, he had mentioned, well, we saw it, even the way the rear end that we don't end up using bolts on, that this was a former race car possibly?
No. If you look at the actual plug underneath that fiberglass, this is a different car that I'm using.
Oh,
I left the car where it was sitting.
You just took the pieces.
Oh,
I thought it looked a little less rusty than what we had.
Yeah, because I wanted something that had a clear title and was, registerable in California.
Gotcha.
Straight up the box.
Okay.
So I made a deal for all those fiberglass parts, and yeah, what you see there is what we're working with.
So then that becomes where you threw those pieces on this one, because this one was a little better shape, right? The one that was actually at your shop.
Yeah, and that was I don't know
that's still the other one.
That's still the other one.
Okay,
yeah.
Let's see
if
that
got discarded.
Let's see if I can find you. I took a picture, stole one of your pictures of it. That's the one.
So the primer or whatever, the darker red brown car,
right?
I bought. Yeah, so that's pretty much.
And so there's that nice. If you look at it, the body is pretty nice.
Yeah, it is.
And immediately the first thing we do is start cutting it up.
For sure.
That's what he loves to do.
Because you can't go custom unless you cut stuff up.
Right, and that's why I made a good selection. You saw how rust-free that car is.
Oh my gosh, from the interior was like I was jealous actually. Like, man, this is better shape than my car. It was so good. So cool.
That's
part of the magic of the desert, man. There's still survivors out here. Even cars from the 30s and 40s, they're pretty cancer-free as far as the medical work is.
So, go ahead.
Well, I was just going to ask about the shop because I know you moved into the new shop and we've seen glimpses of it on the show, but you know, Johnny was there and he was telling me a little bit about it, but for everybody else, I mean, everything is done in this shop. So you're doing body work, there's mechanics, you're probably doing some paint, and then you're filming in there as well. It's not like a set, it's an actual garage, right?
Oh yeah, and a really small one at that. We're not set up for spraying vehicles like painting, so we do that with either a portable spray booth or just send it to another shop. But everything else, it's pretty small. It's about 1,200 square feet, even though it looks bigger on the show.
It does look bigger.
It's small.
Yeah, that has a lot to do with the one guy, Brooks, out there just running around.
Yeah, he's a hustler for sure.
So much. And I know the one challenge, which it's so amazing how in the show you don't know until you really watch like some of the photos that I took. There is a big giant post in the center of the shop that holds like a major beam that holds the whole roof up, right, Ian?
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge.
He's got to try to film around.
Or the other,
Oh, so you don't get it.
So like even in this shot, if you look at that, you would go, "Oh, that shop is huge." But up in the very top corner up here, over where Frankenstein is, there's a big beam that runs along the middle of the shop. And so I was trying to take photos of like the whole side view, and you almost had to it forced you always to take like a 3/4 shot because you couldn't get a full-on shot. So you can see Brooks, like all of us were kind of like as we're walking into the scene, almost running into the post. Brooks is like starting to film and following Ian as he's going around and talking about the car.
Moving around the post.
And then you almost see him bump into the post. It's so funny. So
in your
you know what's interesting also is that Ed Roth had that same issue with his builds. I read a whole bunch about that, and that's why he started building smaller and smaller vehicles. That's something that I mean, Lil Daddy Roth might chime in on that, but again, when you don't have this massive workspace, you know, the Packard that I built in there was like we couldn't even get the whole car in frame. It was really, really hard to look at it.
Oh, no kidding! Wow.
Yeah.
So how the 55 that you did, that you chopped in there, that fit in okay?
The 54 Chevy.
54, yeah.
Yeah. But again, like for each film, you know, whatever we were doing, focusing on, we moved the car, as you can see, either towards the back door or towards the front door, so you can see what you're working on in the camera.
Yeah, it's really cool, and just the way he's got it set up, like each corner's got. Like he's got his English wheel over in one corner with some of his cutting tools, and then he'll have his bending tools on another side, and then the welder kind of makes its way back and forth. The table that you have, I don't even know how you got it out to back out from Van Nuys to all the different places that you've taken that table. But is it built on like a truck chassis?
Yeah, it's actually the old truck from the video, Big Boris, the car carrier.
That's no kidding.
Original chassis, 58 Chevy, Viking, the big truck.
Wow. Yeah, that table is just massive. It's so huge.
It's been with me from the start. Yeah.
I've drawn pictures on it. We did some layout stuff where we were like sketching stuff on top of that table. That was really, really, really cool.
That's neat. So there isn't a big crew then. It's just Brooks.
Well, I don't know if you know. So as a fan who've watched the show, when I first did my first appearance on there, that was the big shocking thing. You know, I thought I'd come walk around this. Brooks came out and talked to me. gave me my microphone and set me up, and I expected to come around the corner
to this whole crew.
Then be this massive crew. There's Brooks on a skateboard.
Yeah, and all you got was a dog.
Yeah. Yes.
So on a normal day, Ian, are you then in there by yourself, just doing this stuff by yourself?
Yeah, thank God. Didn't have it any other way.
We were just talking about that because I, some people like to work in a group. They get things done faster if there's more people involved, but some people just work better by themselves. I'm one of those people, and it sounds like you are as well.
You like to work by yourself?
I do.
So you work alone. You like to drink alone.
I drink alone.
That's awesome.
So cool. So you're just out there cranking. So night and day. Well, maybe not really. Night. Maybe not.
I work at most like an 8-hour day. I just make it efficient. Seriously, like so many people think I'm in there just torturing myself around the clock. And as long as you have a schedule, you set up your points of things you want to accomplish every day, you can make it happen.
Hey, Ian, in the beginning, when you go back to the DVDs, do you think the work hours were longer then, or were you doing about the same?
No, the work hours were way longer then, but I was much younger, much more inspired, and I didn't break my back yet. Like, I got destroyed by all that. Seriously.
Yeah, you
were really physically compromised by all that effort.
That was I gotta admit, man, it was nice to come, and I was so worried, like, oh my God, I'm so out of shape, and I've gotten so much older since the last time we had done anything together. I mean, it feels like I aged 10 years. Oh,
you have.
Yeah, thanks. And I show up, and I'm like, oh man, I'm really. And Ian's like, yeah, me too, man. I was like, okay, good.
When we did this first video in 2003, that's what my main gripe with Brooke is, like, you missed my prime, right? 2003, and you should have got me 5 years ago. And here we are, still slogging through it.
Yeah, but the show and the production and just all of it, it just keeps getting better and better all the time, man. I got to tell you, from being a fan, watching it from the first. Any other questions too, by the way, babe? Watching you from the first DVDs up until now, just your progression and build inspiration and the things that you've done has just been amazing. So just keep doing it, man.
All credit to Brooks and Transmitter Productions, because they make the story that's entertaining,
For sure. But you're a great
talent.
Yeah, you're great talent, and you're a natural on camera,
and it's been great to see you have so much fun in your new place. I love watching the bonfires and you and Jamie and your adventures, and Johnny was thrilled to be able to share some of that time with the two of you. So thank you for that.
Is your better half there?
She's actually doing some good work down in Los Angeles this evening.
So okay.
Dogs, yeah.
Well, good deal. Then we caught you on a free night and able to take a few minutes for us, man.
Yeah, I tried the alien mask gig. It didn't work out, so we'll try some good video next time.
Maybe we'll figure out another way to do this, because I have a funny proposition for you to run by you soon about another idea, but we'll talk about that later.
Yeah, man.
There really aren't a ton of questions here, but
how many viewers you still got?
There's 42.
Wow. Okay.
People are they just love what you do and think you are an amazing talent. I'm sure you can read through these comments later too. But Matthew Schleip is asking, can a guy have Johnny design a car and have Ian build it? That's pretty much what happens. There's a few things like that happen.
I can't answer.
Yeah, I can't answer either.
Sounds like a Dr. Evil quote to me.
Right.
$10 million.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I guess Ian has said if the price is right, nothing's free.
Never know.
That's right.
Yeah, you could.
Also, time frame. I mean, we're actually committed to a lot of other stuff.
Right.
But,
right.
That is the challenge of what you do. Is you have, you've committed to this show, and your focus is on getting content and builds for the show, and unfortunately you're not doing a lot of other stuff other than that, because that takes up so much time. I mean, not to throw specifics out there, but is the time frame of build generally gotten smaller for you now?
It's about the same, and that's why we're always running overtime. Every time friends of ours want to hang out, I'm like, actually, I got to spend the rest of the day in the shop trying to catch up. You know, it takes a long time. So the time frame is it's definitely increased, but we're ending up making a better show because of the stress. You know, Brooks always says that stress makes diamonds, right? Pressure makes diamonds.
That's a good producer.
That's always his like go-to comment. I'm like,
yeah,
all right, fine.
Yeah, it makes diamonds and also kills the guy building stuff.
It's something that I've embraced. Pressure makes diamonds.
That's awesome.
Kevin Johnson wants to know what the big news was that Ian heard while you were out there.
Oh, I didn't want to specifically say. Is that something you can talk about, Ian? The phone call you received, or no? Or you want to talk about?
I don't know, because I haven't heard anything more about it. Yeah.
I don't want
to just spread that kind of thing.
Okay, all right.
News
pretty
to
cool.
come.
Like people in the world are really just interested in what we're doing.
So we'll say that. So somebody really, really cool out in the entertainment field gave him a personal phone call, and it was really cool.
Actually, really accomplished people.
Yeah.
Paying attention to the TV show.
For sure. Oh, that's cool. Awesome. Hey, and then the biggest question is: so how were you mad that I smashed your car? Everybody wants to know.
Dude, you saw me give you the look.
I told you. So it wasn't in my head, because what I heard in my head was, "Are you serious?" That's what I heard.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to go at it with knives, and I was like, no, it's not really that bad.
Oh, God.
I mean, a body guy, so.
Well, that's not the point, though.
That's the sport of it, and that's what I told you. As we discussed, it's like that could have been me, man. It's like that's what we're out here for, just to run it, right? Run it hard. Yeah,
your advice when you first said, when I got in the car and you set the seat for me, you said, go really fast, and if anything gets in your way, turn.
Exactly.
And I didn't listen to you, because had I taken that advice, I'd have wiped out the whole side of the car.
but also,
it would have been worse.
On my own learning experience, I should have actually had brakes in the vehicle and had the seat adjusted so you could truly drive it with the emergency brake as the only way to stop. So yeah, there's that also.
That's the part that I feel like an idiot, because you did tell me about the emergency brake, and I don't have one in my car, so I didn't even think about it. But because I tested it when you showed me, and I did, it worked really well. So it really falls back on me, and so I apologize, man.
Ain't no thing. That's a good story.
I say you set it aside. Next time he comes out, you set him on that. You get him working on that.
I think what has happened is I've ruined anybody else getting to drive around out in the desert with them, because he's like, yeah, no, Johnny wrecked the car. I'm not doing this again.
He's gonna have a disclosure that people have to sign.
Oh, there you go.
A hold harmless agreement.
Stuff. I mean, it's totally fixable. It's not like it's a original pristine vehicle. The front clip was replaced probably twice before, so it's all good. No sweat.
What a good guy.
Yes.
Thanks, man, for making me I still feel bad.
You should.
I do. My wife has reminded me.
I was horrified.
It was fun, right?
It wasn't
texted
blast.
me the pictures, and I said, "Oh my God, is Ian okay?" And he's like, "He's mad." I'm like, "Oh God, they're gonna send him home early."
I was mad for 90 seconds. I had to process the information, and it was fun.
Yeah, it was good. Super cool, man. Well, hey, Ian, I don't want to take up too much more of your time, man. Dude, I really appreciate you popping on. You're our first official high class call in, call in, and man, I thank you so much for all you've done for me, my family, and just let me be a part of what you guys do out there. And most of all, man, I'm so grateful for our friendship. So
same here, man. Glad to be a friend.
So take it easy. Keep sending more pictures of that Strata launcher, man. That thing is sick.
Yeah, and also this crazy VW thing.
Oh yeah, that too. Hey, I'll have this little sketch to you just to kind of give you an idea where I was thinking. But
looking forward to it.
All right, man. Take it easy. Tell Jamie we said hey.
Thanks, Ian.
Best to y'all.
See you, man. Well, there you go, guys.
Fun.
The master of metal, Ian Roussall himself. How cool is that?
We have a ton of just
questions, or
not even really questions, more of statements. But I want to make sure we read them. So let me scroll back up.
Yeah. Hopefully that was good for you guys as far as content, and you thought it was neat. Yeah.
Okay. So Doug Powers wants to know: did you take your laptop, or do you just sketch on paper?
I took my laptop, and
there really wasn't a whole lot of sketching going on this time.
I brought it. I brought my bag, everything, and he basically told me we're not doing that.
He wanted just your help with physically doing it.
Yeah, he basically had said, "Dude, we're not pre-sketching here. We're gonna let's get in here and get an idea."
Nice.
I mean, you guys obviously, if you follow me and you follow Ian, you've seen that we've been back and forth before I went out there about an idea, a concept. What was really cool is to go out there with a kind of a loose concept and then throw that just right to the door and go, we're not doing that. We're going to do something totally different. And it's really progressed as we sat there and talked, and how do we do this, and problem solved. And I mean, we chopping the window alone, because we chopped the top of that roof, I think a total of 8 inches, using the old dollar technique. And we thought about chopping it more, but just the way the pillars, it just wouldn't line up as good, and it didn't look as, but we thought about it for a split second. It actually was 3 inches higher, and we cut it to the way it is now. So it's just progressed as we've talked about it.
And you will be sketching. So he's going to send this sketch tonight.
Well, I have the also, him and I talked about, paint ideas, and I've got to come up, not that I exclusively have to come up because we've been talking, but I'd like to come up with an idea for the paint job itself. We've kicked around the idea of even using newer technologies for covering the car, whether that be
like a wrap or something.
Maybe if I can create a cool enough graphic.
I'll tell you this: we're not going to talk about the color, because we don't talk about the color of cars on this show.
Yeah, no, what was that? Well, oh, right. Oh, shut up. Yeah, so
let me catch you up here. You get to draw. Okay, Harry Houch Jr. is joining us. 28 degrees in Michigan.
Wow.
Chris Owens is joining us. Hey, guys.
Chilean sea bass.
Doc said name should be the Johnny 5 2.0.
Yeah,
that's a lot of numbers.
Yeah, we can't keep using my name as the.
Chris Allen wants to know what happened with the wreck. I think Johnny went over that, and you heard it from the man himself. He's not too terribly upset about it.
He was for a split, so at least I did read that right. So I didn't go in with this false sense of he's fine.
Do you think like the thought went through his mind of, does this guy even know how to drive?
I don't think he thought that. I mean, I have a bug and I drive cars and stuff.
You don't drive the bug like that. We're not off-roading with it. And quite honestly, on the street, you're kind of grandpa-like. I've already said this.
Okay, so here's what's going to happen. So this has become, and I even spoke about this with him when I was there, that you think I drive like a grandpa.
Yes.
Right. And I said, so you've never been off-road with me.
No.
Before I moved here, that's all I did.
No, that was cool, Johnny. The sand. I didn't get cool, Johnny.
Wow. Okay. You didn't get cool, Johnny.
I have the coolest, Johnny, but I didn't have off-road, living on the edge, because you're more responsible and you have a family now. So
I do.
I'm not your family?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Oh my God. Anywho,
I was like, are you with child?
Mike Lemon said we actually prefer that you sing Oklahoma. Oh,
okay.
All right, so you should sing it. Howard Pierpont said the Strato flew yesterday for over 4 hours. Impressive. Yeah, so
that was pretty cool. Not that just to get off topic, but that was really cool to watch that thing take off. But I got to see it. It's huge.
That was your UFO.
Well, when we went to the airport there in Mojave, which by the way, there's nothing there, but man, I found some amazing food there. Oh my God.
My husband, the foodie.
If you ever get an opportunity, I'm going to send you to 2 places. I don't know the name of the second one, but I can tell you where it's at. It's next to a wrecked out laundromat.
Sketchy.
I don't even remember what the name of it is, but we took a chance. We took a chance on her. It was Ian's idea, but he sent me to Stoker's First, which is a old library that has been turned into a donut shop deli. Phenomenal breakfast. Legit. Phenomenal breakfast, like the best breakfast. Then we went to the airport, and there was supposed to be a little diner there where they were closed. They had water issues. So Ian goes, hey, there's this little Mexican restaurant I just drove by, and it looks kind of sketchy. Let's go there. And sure enough, we went there, and oh my God, the best breakfast burritos you will ever have.
This man lives for breakfast burritos.
Oh, so good. Oh my God. I'm not going to lie, I did get my Jack in the Box fix.
Oh, coming out of
Ultimate Cheeseburger and
LA.
2 tacos. The Ultimate Cheeseburger is not as big as it used to be. Bummer. So
at least, thank you for taking me to In-N-Out Burger.
In-N-Out was great, wasn't it?
It was worth the 2-hour wait, the hour drive to get there, the hour in the
2-hour wait,
hour in line, and then another half hour waiting for them to cook it and bring it out to us. But I finally had an In-N-Out Burger.
It was good though, right?
Almost 3 years ago. Jimmy Barker's asking, how many hours a day did you work on the project? You heard Ian, a lot of the filming takes a lot of time.
Yeah, so realistically, depending upon the morning, we go to breakfast, we come in, we would start either around 10 or 11-ish. Brooks would be getting there about 10 or 11. It takes Brooks a good probably hour to set up the shop, set up his camera, get lighting, get us mic'd up, the whole thing. Yeah, he's got lights in different places. And then he'll go over, you can see him kind of planning how he's going to shoot it. And then he'll come in, he'll talk with us about, hey, where are we at? This is what we're going to do. We're going to try to do this. And then him and Ian will kind of talk about, okay, where are we going to go with it? And then we'll shoot. Not to throw, I feel like I'm giving stuff away, but it's really cool to be, like, for instance, us walking into the building, we probably did that 7 times. And it was
your stepson.
Well, yeah. And it was like, love it. Okay. I got to get a shot from the back. Okay. Love it. I got to get a shot from the front.
So
okay, I love it. I love what you said, but I don't like what you said. Can we take that over here? Say this over here. What if we came in?
You're an artist. He's a fabricator.
Yeah.
And the two of you just want to get in there.
That almost sounded like this summer.
The two of you
hold on.
In there.
This summer, he's an artist and he's a fabricator. Together they're metal and paper. Ian Metal, Johnny Paper, together again, coming this spring.
But you just want to get in there and do it.
Yeah.
And then you got somebody telling you, well, hold up, I need your angle this way, and the lighting, and the light has to be on your face. Is there like hair and makeup, like too? I mean, obviously no hair for Ian.
No.
But
here's the thing I learned about the first time. So the first time I went out there, I brought a bunch of different shirts and different shoes, and different pants.
So you could look fresh and new every day.
Yeah, it's like I'm thinking I want to make sure I smell good and everything. And I always was like, man, he always has the same thing on.
Not literally.
Not in a bad way. What was that like? Oh man, he's really upset. I wasn't saying that, but I was like, huh? Because Brooks said to me, "Hey, as we're doing the interview parts, he's like, hey, what were you wearing? 2 days ago?" I'm like, oh shit, I don't know. So we actually had to go back and watch what we shot.
And you had to wear the same skanky shirt.
So I learned this time only wear my shirt with a logo on it, so it always looked like I had the same shirt on. But if you watch, different shoes and pants.
No,
I had to make it. I wanted for my own self to go, that's not the same day. Oh, that didn't happen then. Nice edit. No, I'm just kidding. It was good. What else?
Kevin Johnson said the sketch reminds me of ZZ Top.
Okay, yes. So what year is the ZZ Top? Is the Eliminators 34, right? So a lot of this grill is actually, I believe, off a 36
Why
Ford.
have you not drawn that, Evan?
ZZ Top?
Yeah.
It's been done a lot.
You've never done it?
I know. And I've been wanting to send Billy Gibbons. And then also maybe some of his new cars too, Cadzilla. He's got a ton of custom cars. But that's kind of what people do. I've kind of just held off waiting.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of
similar.
So I'll give you the premise of of this. Ian said, "Hey man, let's get all of VW out of it and make it different." So
But it's a VW chassis.
It's a VW. It's a VW
Everything.
Bug.
Okay.
What it looks like now, the way if you really look at it, so like we took a custom like a 40s panel sedan delivery and like shrunk it down, cartoony, and turned it into a big cartoon. And that's the cool thing. That's where him and I totally have the same vibes, as we feel like, hey, this is. Is there a way to test this? This is so funny.
No, I think it was.
I know it's before, but it's so fun. Yeah.
Okay.
How much are we at time? We're about an hour.
Yeah, we're about an hour.
Okay, good.
Mike Frucci said, "Do you know what movie that line is from? Go that way really fast. If something gets in your way, turn." I want to say it's like a Steve Martin movie.
No, hold on.
Martin Short.
No, I know it too. Damn it! I know it.
We don't know, Mike. Kevin Byron said Ivan Stewart.
Yes.
George Diaz said
Ivan
Iron
Stewart.
Man Ivan.
Iron Man Ivan. Yes. When I'm running through, when we were side by side the railroad tracks, I'm like about the video. That's what I felt like. Ivan Stewart, because it was just like railroad tracks and dirt and whoopie-doos and mud, and I'm like cutting through the mud. And the mud would hit the window, and it was great. At one point, there was a point when we were driving, and we looked behind us and we didn't see Jamie, and we had gone through this big rut. And Ian, I saw like Ian go, oh man, he panicked for a minute, and I'd never seen him. He flew like so fast, and I was like, oh shit! So I had to try to turn the bug around, and then I started heading for him, and she was all good, but he was like, oh man, I was so worried that maybe she flipped it or something.
Aww.
So yeah.
Now she said she seems like she can hold her own out
She has embraced the desert, man. She is.
I'm so upset. I wish I would have come. That would have been so fun to hang out with her.
Yes, I think that would have been a cool thing. I do agree. I think I don't know if that would have been the best circumstances to meet somebody and then have to hang out with somebody. You know what I mean? Like, hey, by the way, here you are.
Oh.
I think
we're busy. You keep her busy,
right? Yeah, I think
babysit me.
Yeah, I think more along the lines of where you could just meet her and we could do something together, and then you get to hang out with her a little, and then it would be like, hey, let's go out to the desert.
We could have done full custom kitchen for you guys.
Right. Yeah. It would have been cool.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Better Off Dead, Kevin Johnson said.
That's it. It is Better Off. Doggone it. It's a spectacle.
Matthew Schleip is joining us from Grand Marais, Minnesota.
Well, how you doing?
Nice. Now, Julie said that they could hear Ian on the Zoom or on the broadcast.
Oh, they could?
Yep. Okay. And Matthew said he could hear him.
We're an idiot.
George.
Babe, we're dumb.
No, I'm not.
Because we don't have this is where we got to get headphones.
Oh.
That's why we couldn't hear him.
Because of this.
And it would have fed back.
For crying out loud, we just need to get our setup straight.
We're close. So, hey, thank you guys for the feedback. That doesn't.
Right.
I can tell.
We're wrong.
Yeah, totally didn't even think about that. That's why we couldn't hear him.
Everybody could hear him.
Wow.
Yeah.
Don't you feel dumb?
Why me? I am not audiovisual.
Don't you feel foolish?
He was talking. It was clear. Don't need the phone.
Oh,
for crying out loud!
Ian, if you're listening, if you're still watching, which I doubt. By the way, buddy, you were good and clear. It was on us.
Wesley Wilkerson.
I forgot
said, the fault is Johnny's end because I can hear Ian. It's you. You're right. It is Johnny's fault. Michael Paris is joining. He said Ian's my hero. Kat said she likes the headlights.
Yes, I think they're going to look cool.
I think they will too.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I like your little Martian there.
So yeah, I have this idea. This is where I'm going to go with it. Is I really want to. I got to work on it. Well, I don't want to give it away because him and I talked about a paint scheme, and we ran it by Brooks, and Brooks was like, "That would be the coolest."
Glow in the dark.
No, well, no. He's already done that.
Okay. Well, it would be cool for that. Anyways.
By the way, he's done a glow-in-the-dark car.
I don't know if I've seen that one. You'll have to show me.
It's not surprising.
Robert Spears said, hi, Ian. Remember me? We've never met. Why should you? But I watch you every week. You rock. Thanks for the entertainment.
Yeah, it's so cool that he came on. I can't even believe it.
Alicia Allen said, big fan, big Ian fan here at the Allen House in Indiana. BDC Garage, Chris Allen.
Yeah.
Her and Chris.
So cool.
Matt said, "Hi, Ian Roussall, love your work. Someday I'd like to have an Ian Jalopy build." So he was the one who was asking.
Oh, gotcha.
I guess if you get in touch with the right people, it could happen.
It could happen.
It could happen.
$1 million.
Kevin Johnson said, "Ian, the best build show on television, hands down."
I agree.
And I probably haven't watched every single show there is out there, but the ones that we have watched, I find Ian's, it's not even about the entertainment value, which it is entertaining, but just watching this skill and the way his brain works, and I can see the thoughts formulating in his head and behind his eyes, and then he's like, what if we do this? And like that, it amazes me that can be captured though on film, because it doesn't seem planned out at all. I mean, unless he's just a really great actor, which I don't think he's an actor. I think he's a fabricator. I don't think he's purposely waiting to have that thought.
Well, here's the thing. I'll tell you. I was thinking the same thing. He did some stuff to me in this build that he's also a very good actor. I mean,
after all these years, he probably is. Yeah.
Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Because there was some things where he kind of...
Yeah, but I don't know if you can act that inspiration.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about... I'm talking about where he's like, oh, what if we did this? Or here's one of the things he did. Had my brain going a hole going this way. And then he goes, but what about this element? And then I go, you stop, and then you're like, okay, so we're not doing that? Maybe not.
Keeps you on the edge of your seat.
Yeah, for sure.
Mike Lemon said these two result in a great collaboration. I agree. I think they work great together. The McCoy said, I need some fiberglass work on the Bug Hottie. I hear Johnny's the man for the job now with Honest Ian's Fiberglass School.
Honest Ian's Fiberglass School, it is a real thing. I learned some stuff. I don't know exactly, which I think I can definitely learn and do some research on. But the basic concepts of the understanding of how it works, what you have to do to prep to lay fiberglass, what materials work good, what materials probably won't work well. Like a lot of, like he was talking about, the us taking the and cutting out the headlight buckets and now turning those into a solid fender with a roll on it. I was like, well, why can't we just like lay paper or something over the top of it like we did, or fill it with the filler stuff? He goes, because it'll sag. Mm-hmm. And especially this big of a hole, you'll have to lay layers and layers and layers and layers of fiberglass. Right. Let it dry, lay more, let it dry, lay more, to build up enough to where you could sand it down into a shape. So his idea was, I'll build a metal with thin pieces of aluminum, a thin metal structure inside of it that won't sag, that I can lay over the material and it won't fall, that he can just rip out when he does,
Right.
It's just really cool how his brain worked. And it was so fast the way he came with that solution.
It's years and years of experience doing stuff like that.
Yeah, but I'd never seen him do that before. Like, I'd never seen him actually use that technique before. And here he just did. I was like, what if I did this? And here's what I'm going to do. It was just so cool.
I see those things develop in your art as well. You come up with new ways of doing things and new thought processes. And even though it's the same style of drawing that you're doing, you come up with new ways to do things.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Same thing. Mike Ferrucci said the best part about Ian's show, he doesn't have high dollar equipment. He uses stuff that most of us have in our home shops. Yes. This is true. And this is the one thing I've always loved about, like, even HGTV. I watch a lot of HGTV. I love the people that go to like yard sales, pick up stuff, bring it home, refinish it, and it's a whole new piece. Like, I'm all about low dollar. And it's not even the fact that it's low dollar. It's just more creative doing it that way than buying something already done.
For sure. Look at this build alone. So here's a couple pieces of fiberglass that would have been sitting out in the desert for who knows how much longer, or how long they had sat out there. And these pieces that could have been just thrown away and forgotten, even though they're not perfect, he was like, yeah, I could build something with that would be different than, and and there was a lot of ugly in those kits. The kit is ugly. When we stuck that back panel on the bug body, it was ugly. I'm like, ugh. And then I started,
UGLY.
you ain't got no alibi. It ugly. And I remember looking in magazines and pictures of this particular kit, and these are when they're like trying to do it and make it look cool, and they still didn't look cool. They were like, ugh, bulbous is all I can think of.
Bulbous.
Bulbous.
That's my word.
So yeah, it's really that's the part I love about what he does too, is he's like saving pieces that would be rotting away, and then he turns into these really cool custom cars.
I love it. Kevin Johnson said, I always feel like I can do anything I put my mind to after watching Ian. It is
right?
Inspirational.
Yeah.
Super inspirational.
Ian is like for automotive building and fabrication and the
design. All
of it. He's like the Rocky. I remember when I saw Rocky, I thought to myself, man, if I just eat a couple raw eggs and run, man, I could be a champion boxer, or at least get really fit.
You'd have a heart attack halfway up those steps.
Or at least get really fit.
Right. Mike Lemon said this build is going to be another sweet one. Oh, we believe it.
Yeah, I think so too. It's going to be really cool.
Michael Williams said kind of like a 40 Willys look. I like the 38 Ford look much better.
Yeah, the beginning stages, if you look at that kit, it had a lot of Willys in it. And actually one of the little mashed together things I sent Ian as we kind of were talking about this build in the very beginning stages was using a Willys front end. And we're like, ooh, that could be cool. But as we got progressively into the build and he started ordering some other parts, like this grill, for instance, that changed the whole look of the whole car. And where
one piece can then become the inspiration.
Oh, and that's what happened.
Yeah.
It really did. It changed the whole where we were going to go with it. Because this front piece here, you saw in the picture, the photo that I had brought up, it was so tall. It was like this tall.
Yeah, cut it down.
And we cut it down to this big. Mm-hmm. I mean, we cut so much of...
Well, then you take into consideration how much he lowered it.
Oh, that alone. And it was already low.
Yeah.
And we looked at it and we're like, man, with these fenders, it's got to be lower. That was, I kept saying to him, dude, can we get any lower? He's like, yeah, it'll be lower. And I'm like, could you put like some bags on it? Because if you stood on the front, it would drop all the way down.
And it looks sick then.
And it looked good. And
is he going to do the bags?
Well, hold on. Not airbags, like if you stood on it.
Oh.
So I was like, cement bags. Anything with heavy weight. So he was standing on it. Like, yeah, but look like that. So he's like, well, let me lower the front end. It was adjustable, so you could lower it even lower. So he does it, and it doesn't really drop much. It drops a little bit. And I'm like, okay. So we went on to something else, and I kept looking. And I'm like, is there any? And he's like, yeah, man, we can. I'm going to order some 2-inch drop spindles. It'll get lower. And if you saw the pictures of it, it got it down.
It got low. Kevin Johnson said, looks like a 36, 37 Chevy or even an Anglia.
Anglia, yep.
Okay. Bob McLaren said, working alone is the way to go. Indeed. The McCoy said, thank you, Ian Roussall and Johnny Jalopy Wood, for being very inspirational to me in my builds. Yeah, the McCoys have some cool stuff going on.
They sure do.
They just acquired another project too.
Always doing cool stuff out there. We got to make a truck.
We need more acreage so we can start taking on all that, and we need to be retired so we have the time to work on all the projects.
I'll tell you what. After watching him cut up the roof, I was like, man, because the roof on Kona is already got the big cut in the middle out.
Right.
I'm going to be sending some photos to Ian and trying to get some advice. I might just try to do it. It wasn't as daunting as it looked, as it seemed to me.
What, do you want to chop it?
Yeah.
You've got the welding equipment.
That's what I'm saying. I know.
You were painting it anyway. We can't talk about the color, but...
Well, that color isn't going to happen now.
Why?
Because there's no more paint anywhere. We gotta wait for it to get back in stock.
All the damn kids tagging stuff.
Yeah. Those damn
taggers.
Damn hooligans. I lost my pin. There it is.
Howard Pierpont said tortoise.
Yeah, I'm going green right now. What's interesting, I never even thought about this neon green color until just now.
It looks good.
But as we were talking about the whole alien vibe, I was like, what if it's neon, like a neon alien cool. Green would be kind of cool.
Arlo Dillman was joining us today.
Arlo, what's up, man?
He was on about a half hour ago.
Oh, right on.
He might still be on. I don't know. Arlo.
Yeah, Captain Bob and Arlo.
From the
Those
Wisconsin
guys
radio show.
The Wisconsin Hot Rod Radio Show, yeah. Those guys know Ian. They've had him on their show quite a few times. Just great guys. They know what's up. They know the cool dudes. Ian is one of those guys. He's a true fabricator. He's
loves what he does.
You heard him. He was no bullshit. He was not putting on any airs. He's and again, like I said, the best part of all this stuff that's happened is I've attained a friend. That's just a good guy. You know what I mean? It's hard to find them.
You have always wanted a friend.
You got a friend in me.
You've always wanted a friend who, similar thinking, like as far as the appreciation of cars, like that was a big deal for you. To find, I just want to find somebody who's into old cars and who just likes old cars and who doesn't care about all the, the show of it all. It's just, you just love the car and you love the culture. And he's definitely somebody that just loves the cars.
That's the dude. He's the dude that's for sure. And he's been doing his thing his way for a long time. And, people either got him or they didn't. And he's not apologized for any of the ways he's done stuff. And he's just done it his way the whole time. Where other guys have tried to
accommodate,
fall into niches of different stuff. That's the thing about Ian that I appreciate so much is that it's an inspiration to me too, is that you can't pigeonhole him. He can build phenomenal high dollar custom cars, but he can also do some art stuff. Someone made a post about what a great fabricator is. I said, he's also a phenomenal artist. The artistry of what he does.
Oh, sure.
Don't miss that.
No, the lines and how things.
He takes all that into account. All of it. He's always constantly looking at that stuff.
Your big deal is a car's body line. A car will be driving down the street and you're like, yeah. And I'm like, why? You're like, look at the body line. I'm like, I don't know what I'm looking at.
Yeah, it's got to flow good, and
Mike Lemons had been a fan from the first time I watched. I was binge watching various seasons a couple days ago. Yeah, phenomenal stuff to check out. Are all of his seasons now on Motor Trend from the beginning or no? Just third season on?
Let me think here. I want to say, yeah.
They may have picked all of them up. I mean, there's definitely quite a few on there.
Yeah, I've seen. It's pretty crazy how much stuff has really showed up on there now.
Chris Allen wanted to know how long does the average build take? And I think Ian answered that. I mean, it can vary, but he's under probably working within parameters from.
Yes. So they have a specific shoot time that they have to have a show in.
Right.
So think of that.
Yeah.
The pressures of not only doing a great job, not only filming great content, but also making it quality enough to drive and move and do all that kind of stuff. But there's a time frame that they want it in by.
Here's what I love. That time frame doesn't become a focus on the show and drama. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Yeah.
We've only got 2 weeks because like on all the other shows.
Yeah, that is.
They kind of do that.
That is a
and it becomes thing. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Damn, dude. What happened?
He's just.
Did Johnny hit a post again?
Well, this is going to hold things up.
That's going to screw us.
There goes the time frame. Send this guy home. He can't drive.
Yeah, he can't drive. Loser.
That's funny. Mike Lemon wanted to know how many hours do you expect will go into this build? I mean, how many you guys did? Well, you were out there a week, a couple days of travel, so maybe a good 5 days working on it, or did you take one of the days off? Well, Brooks wasn't there one of the days.
Saturday we did not shoot.
You didn't shoot, but did you work on it?
Yeah, of course. We still talked about it and brought it out and rolled it into the sun and attached a few things. And then kind of set stuff up as well. That's the problem. You get me and Ian together.
And it's just
we're like, oh, dude, what about this? Because we tried. We actually sat there with the car in the shop, and we were just talking about stuff. And I was telling about the airport, and things going on. And I'd start looking at the car, and I'd like go over there, and then I'd kind of see him walk in there and look at it, and then I'd go, hey, what about this, man? He's like,
and then you're right back.
And then he'd go, yeah, it's not bad. Hey, let's roll it out. Let's really look at it. And then we talk. Next thing I know, we look. It's like 2 hours have gone by because we're like, mocking stuff up on. What of this? No, what about that? Oh,
I love the creative. It's something you're so good at.
That's how we came to the process of with like the headlights. We were back and forth about some pre-ideas. Then we start to film with some ideas, and then Ian goes, and he goes, well, what about this? And I'm standing back and looking at the car, and he holds them in a specific space where they are located on my drawing. And I was like, yeah.
That looks great.
What about that? What if it went there? I mean, that doesn't look like a VW bug from the front.
Oh, God, no. Not at all.
And that is a VW bug. So one of the cool things that we noticed, and I'll go back to the drawing, or the actual real.
Dana Hall wanted to know what engine. VW upright or pancake or something else?
It's a pancake. So I think it's out of a Type 3, so a wagon. It wouldn't be a wagon. What do you call it? It's not a notchback. It's not a... I'm brain farting right now. Anyways, no, it's the more of the where it looks like a station wagon VW bug, and I'm totally blanking on. It's not a notchback, which is where it's got a trunk. Yeah. Anyways, I'm really blanking. I apologize to you, all you VW guys. I feel like a moron right now. But wow, that's really weird. The engine's out of that, and the purpose of the reason why he chose that engine is so that we could still utilize the rear end of the car as a true delivery. So we're going to be cutting out the interior that we were supposed to. We're cutting out the back of that car, making a floor over the top of the engine. It will have ventilation, stuff like that.
Okay.
And then it'll actually still be a usable big trunk space.
Doc said, watch the entire series this weekend and saw Bob Klein on the show with Ian and could never find him on Facebook again. Hope he's doing well. Had some health issues. Maybe ask Ian sometime for me.
I will.
Bob Klein. Oh, Jamie Roussall did check in at 10:22. So that was about 25 minutes ago or so.
Okay.
Sorry we missed.
So she was at work.
She popped in.
Yeah.
Michael Williams said Wexel will have to start a GoFundMe to get money to pay for the repairs to Ian's dub. Yes.
Like you said, to be honest, the front of the car, really up in the trunk area, is not, the dent is like this big.
Yeah,
it's very small.
The fender was the back could just be
the fender is fine.
Oh, it is.
It's the bumper that I just destroyed.
Oh, that's what it was. The bumper.
The bumper's destroyed.
Mike Lemon said that sketch is sick. Robert Spear wants to know when the episode will air.
I don't actually know.
When do they roll the season out? Or
yeah,
whatever?
So
not sure.
If you just watched this last, I think it was Tuesday, there was an episode with a Jeep, and I think that was the ending season finale for this season. Mm-hmm. And we are filming for basically the start of next season.
Sweet.
Well, I don't know if we'll be the first. That was kind of what they were trying to figure out. There's some other vehicles that is slated to be worked on.
So they may actually.
So who knows when we may fall in specifically.
Tovar Luis is joining us from Europan, Michoacan, Mexico.
Nice. How are you?
Awesome. Smitty Smith says Billy Gibbons, Mexican Blackbird.
Yeah.
Robert Spears said, haha, we at Bantha Milk have the same problems every week. The problems with trying something new live. Yeah, this was our first time bringing somebody in, so we're going to have to get headphones.
Yeah.
He loves it. He's been begging for all of you. I don't know if you've seen this setup, but there are two giant lights in front of us. We've got mood lighting back here behind us. And we've got the microphone now that we're sharing rather than us each having
that. I got it. Yeah.
We have the professional camera on a tripod. I mean, it's a whole
setup. Deal.
It like takes him 45 minutes to set this up.
What's the deal with Gene?
Right. Spud Anderson is joining us from the Pacific Northwest. Hey guys, just got home from a meeting. Finally made it. Welcome. Paul Marziani is joining us. Howard Pierpont said February 7th, McCoy Pierpont viewing of Sketchy. Oh, February 7th, he'll be there.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's going to be in Maurice.
That's cool.
Oh, Arlo said he was still on. Yay!
Hey, what's up, my friend?
Mike Frucci said, if you need help with the chop, let me know. Been itching to chop a car. And he's right up here in Homosassa.
Dude, for real, let's do this because
Totes come over. Maybe do it on Monday.
Man, I'm telling
Stay
you.
for Sketchy.
So the rear windows are going to be a problem. And then, of course, the front window will become Lexan. How awesome would it be to get yellow Lexan? Yeah, that'd be sick. I think Conan would look so sick chopped.
She would.
Oh my god.
Yeah, but we're barely.
No, we're not.
You think we have room?
That was the cool thing. When we sat, if you sit in the bug and really look, there's like this much. Like over here, there's this much room. Right? We're talking only chopping it like this much. There's not a bit of room. What even with the seats we have? I'm not doing a monster chop like he just did.
Dollar bill?
No, I'm not going to do it.
Dollar bill, y'all.
I'll probably go to what we started with.
Okay.
Which is, I think we did a 6. I think it was a 6. 6 in the beginning. That's where we went. And then it went to an 8. And then we almost went. I mean, we were almost went windshield. Like,
you've got to be able to see out it.
You don't have to.
Well, if you don't want to hit a gate getting out of his property.
Yeah, hello.
Tracy Corpel said, I made it home, but almost ran over a cliff from sliding on ice. Pretty icy in West Virginia.
Careful.
4x4 or not, it does not go in ice. I'm home safe. Okay, good.
Good.
Stay safe. The McCoy said, looking forward to the visit. I want to go.
Let's do it.
I've always wanted to go to Louisiana. I drove through it one time on my way out here from Arizona.
Let's do it.
That's it.
What are you waiting for?
I want to be born on the bayou. Rex Kaiser. Hi, Johnny and Eddie B. Saw you out at Ian's. Thanks for the pictures. Yeah. He said, I saw you out in the desert. It was fun to watch. I'm happy to see you and Ian doing cars again. That's cool.
It is so awesome. It was a phenomenal trip.
Johnny loved the car stuff, but he really enjoyed the exploration. He loved exploring with Ian. They would take the were you on a ATV or what were you in when he was taking you out around showing you stuff?
Just in the old shop truck. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, went on a beer run, and I was like, "Oh, so we go?" And he's like, "Nah, we're going
where we're going. They don't have roads.
They don't. No, for real, for real. You know what's funny? You say that. Okay, that's so awesome. You said that. So we're standing around, we're talking about the pre-shooting, what we're going to do. And Brooks goes, Ian had walked out and he goes, I'm a huge fan of Back to the Future. I'm like, oh yeah, really? He goes, yeah. He goes, what? He goes, to the point he bought, the camera that Marty's filming Doc with? He bought
the actual
one of those cameras. Not the camera from the movie, but the camera that they use.
Wow.
Same thing. Because that's what he does. He films. So he's such a huge fan, and he goes, Ian is my Doc, and I'm Marty, because he's filming this crazy genius,
right?
Yeah, and I was like, so the fact that you just made the reference, it just comes full circle
because it's something Doc would say,
right? Because he is, like I said, he says to me, just go really fast, that straight ahead, and if anything gets in your way, turn. Even though it wasn't the same movie, but that's something Doc would say,
right?
Something to that effect. And then, of course, Marty, it's your kids.
Matt Bunt said squareback.
Yeah, thank you, squareback. Yes, squareback.
Matty Bunts for the win.
Matty Bunts for the win. Hey, speaking of for the win, Matty Bunts, great job. New merch.
Oh.
I don't know if you visited johnnyjalopy.com. I hate to throw a commercial.
Don't know if you have.
I hate to throw a commercial in real quick. But let's go to the teleprompter.
How do you not have this saved on your desktop?
I don't know.
What are you looking for?
Loving all the wrong places. But guys, there's a new Sketchy speed equipment shirt.
Check it out.
It's the Sketchy speed equipment.
Love it.
Crazy A. What up? Yeah. Cool back design. It's got the logo on it. Of course, it's got the John Jalopy front logo. Worn as seen on TV because I wore it as we were filming.
Bam! Very cool.
How about that? So this will be, hopefully, there's some rear shots of me, and you see my love handles and all.
Nice.
Yeah, covered up by a cool Sketchy speed equipment shirt.
That's what I live for.
Donned by me. So yeah, guys, hey, johnnyjalopy.com's got all kinds of cool stuff.
Really
I don't know if you're aware, but we got a lot of cool art that's available. Standard sketches like, oh, are you a fan of the original? Speaking of full custom garage, there it is, the original Johnny 5. It's a cool print, $25. Oh, did you want to see the other build we did? Oh, what's that? Oh, there it is, Space Junkie 2.
Boom.
Boom. And not to be outsold or outdone, the Funky Futura from Ventura. There it is. Another awesome car built on full custom garage by the master himself, Ian Roussall, which, by the way, at the end of this build, Ian said to me, I'm never doing fiberglass again.
Oh, really?
And then when he said, hey, I think we're going to do no welding, all fiberglass. I'm like, didn't you say no fiberglass?
I've noticed, I'm just noticing this now, and, I'm not very quick, but that
last... say so means stuff about you, but true.
The first two you have digital renderings of. You've never done a digital rendering of the Funky Futura?
No.
So that's a hand-drawn, scanned-in rendering.
That is the concept drawing from the show.
So you've done a concept drawing, but not the final.
That is the final concept drawing. That's what we used to figure out how it was going to look. Is that drawing right there.
Hand-drawn.
If you look, the interior pieces there, all the cool elements. Yeah, that's what we used.
Very cool.
See, in fact, what's funny, in my drawing, I put 4 lights, and Ian only did 2.
Oh.
I still wish it had 4 lights. And I had this push bumper idea thing that kind of really went on the front. He did something similar, but so he did his own jam.
Right.
Yeah.
Russ Randall's joining us. He says, great sketch. If you could switch back to your sketch. Are you done here?
Yeah.
You done?
Are you done here?
Are you done messing around?
Are you done with
Look at that sketch. And
guys,
we're offering this for $20.
Yeah.
Are you done?
$20.
Are you doing a background or no? Vincent Berriman is joining us. Vince, Fremont, California. First time watching the show. So far, find it very entertaining. Vince,
thanks.
Thank you.
We appreciate it.
We love that kind of feedback. We want to be entertaining. That's the point of why we're here.
Yeah, we're not doing the normal thing that we do. Vince, you caught us on a kind of an off than with a normal format, but still the format.
It's very similar format. We just had a special guest tonight, Ian Roussall.
We did.
Full custom.
I mean, no big deal.
No big whoop.
No big whoop. I mean, he's
a friend.
I mean, yeah. I mean, come on.
We're gonna drop names.
I mean, if we're gonna drop a name,
he's a good name drop. Kevin Johnson said, "Drop Kona a dollar bill with 3 inches."
Right. I just think the front of that looks sinister. It's gonna look cool.
Russ Randall said, I'm told traditionally that the chop should be low enough to just fit an adult beverage can through.
Oh, okay.
Like
yeah, we got some secret sauce happening on the window as well. We talked about taillight options today. We were back and forth. I mean, that was yesterday. So there's a lot of cool stuff that is going to happen with the front, back of the car still to be a lot of the side elements. In the pictures that you've seen that I shared, no running boards, but Ian's going to create custom running boards that really flow the two fenders in together.
Sweet.
That's not a normal thing on a bug. Usually see that little teeny thin.
Yeah.
No, he's going full on as wide. It's going to be interesting how he decides to do that. So that's the element.
With it being so low, too.
Yeah, but it's going to really put this big,
it's
wide,
going to be very wide.
Squatty body. Yeah.
Will he angle him down a little?
Super cartoony. Well, if you were getting in and out, could you really want him angled? I don't know.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
Mike Frucci said, Itty just sent you.
What the heck?
Oh, I finished it. I just sent you a car on Marketplace.
That?
Check out the chop. I filled you twice. I will check it out. Rex Kaiser's joining us. He says, that's awesome. Maddie Bunt said, I will be getting one of the new t-shirts real soon. Guys, those shirts are small all the way up to 4X.
4X.
We have available.
Yeah.
And they're black.
Yeah.
That's what we do. Now, are these black and white? Were they black and white?
Yeah, black with a white.
Black with white, not the off-white, but black with white.
Yep.
Richard Rinney's joining us. Hi, Johnny.
Hey, how are you?
Kevin Johnson said you dated the sketch as 21, not 22.
Oh, good catch for the win.
Kevin Johnson, I believe you. Rex Kaiser said, I love your show. You guys are so down to earth. Cool. Rex, thank you. Thanks. Mike Lemon said, definitely a fan. Tuning in every time you guys are on. Got to have that new t-shirt as well. Guys,
please do.
In addition to the t-shirts, and I don't have it on tonight, but the jalopy beanie.
Yeah.
You guys in cold weather, I don't know what you're doing without a jalopy beanie, but $25.
What are you doing?
High quality beanies here. All black, goes with everything. There's no excuse, matches everything. Johnny's got on the original Johnny Jalopy logo trucker hat in black and white. And then up here, we have the Sketchy Speed Equipment hat in gray and black. It's a trucker hat as well. We have stickers. We have prints. We have all of our sketchy prints, like tonight's print, $20, guys.
$20 for the, this is really the first rendering of like this element. This has not been placed in there. This is something Ian and I talked about. We also talked about maybe coming down a little bit different. There's a bunch of different ways.
So it could be modified from here, but this is kind of where it's starting.
This is kind of where we're starting. So yeah, you could have a piece of, and I'm trying to give a little bit of hints to where we might go with this paint job idea.
Michael Williams said, are you going to put a possible drawing of the back to go with the front? $20 each.
Yeah. I'll do that.
Once they get it figured out. Yeah.
The back is not decided yet, so we're still kind of deciding on that. But sure, I can do that.
Yeah, we might do a front, back,
side to side,
concept drawings.
Front, back, side to side.
Front, side, back. I love that song, and I just messed it up.
What is it?
Front, back, side to side. Said front, back, side to side. Front, back, side to side.
It was just a... Sounds really rhythmic.
Yeah, that's really rapper-like.
Yeah, front, back, side to side. Front, back, side to side. That's it? No. I
don't know.
Anyway.
Maybe you do a front, back.
Side, front, back, side to side.
If you do,
it's so lame with just the.
I know, but I
come on, do a little flair with it. Front, back, side to side, front, back, side to side. It is. Is that 3 claps? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
What I'm trying to say
is front.
If you do a back, a
front. Oh. Back, front, side, back, front, side.
Oh my god,
that's so good. Okay, go ahead.
You're making me cry.
What are we doing?
Because then I was going to say we could do a 3-pack of the concept and then the final finish.
What would be in that 3-pack?
Rendering the front,
side to side, front, back, side to side, 3, 3, 3.
Oh,
okay.
God.
Okay.
I can't see now. This is what happens.
This is great.
My makeup's running.
Oh, beautiful.
Oh my god. Don't steal my wine. I can see you.
You can't see.
Oh my goodness. Arlo said, I love my Johnny Jalopy hats.
Arlo, we appreciate you, man.
And then Kevin Johnson wants to know if you ever do a dual sketch. I need to get some extra wine. I'll be back.
Have I ever done a dual sketch?
Dual sketch.
What would a dual sketch incorporate?
I don't know what that means.
What would that have? Like a front, maybe a back? Would it have a side to side? Maybe a front, back, side to side?
Oh my god.
No, I haven't done a that kind of thing. I know we've done specials where we've done like I think it's been a while since we. You know what? We have to do that soon.
What?
A combo pack where we do
a front.
Yeah, no,
front, back, side.
No, a combo pack of like all the full custom cars with the stickers.
Oh,
we haven't done that.
Right, we have not.
And I gotta get a T-shirt design of the Funky Futura.
You do,
so we can have all because we do
have to do a digital lettering.
We do have a Johnny 5. We do have a
Space
Junkie one, and then we do need a Funky Futura because it's got the coolest name.
It sounds like
3FV?
You're going to have to do
Also known
a
as
digital
3FV.
rendering.
Also known as 3FV.
That would be cool just to put that. And then people would be like, what is that?
Yeah.
And then people would have to
Future.
tongue twister say it.
Funky Futura from Ventura.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
That was so fun when we came up with that name too.
Frank Pupello is joining us. He says flames.
No, we talked about trying to do we talked about black.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about flames. We just want to do something. And again, the idea we kicked around, I don't want to give it away because it's such a cool, crazy idea. If we decide not to do it, then I'll tell you guys.
Share.
Yeah,
this is what we were gonna do.
But time got out of the way or whatever, because that's really where it comes down to. But if we can pull the idea off, it's gonna look different.
Wesley Wilkerson said you two are goofy.
We are goofy.
We are. Mike Frucci said you guys have a great night. We'll talk to you soon.
Oh, we're losing people.
Mike Lemon said the wine is kicking in. I'm joining in with some Crown and Coke.
Oh, nice. Cheers, my friend. Cheers.
I don't even have. You spilled my wine.
Just on the front.
Kevin Johnson said, I think Itty might pee. No, that I can control. But my eyes watering with the makeup.
For sure. Just go to us, though.
Just go to us. Well, there's the design anyway.
Yeah. Why is that a picture of me? That was weird.
Because it was your face.
Oh. I was like, why is that my face? I was like, how is that picking? Anyway.
My God. Doc said, thanks for the fun night, JJ, Itty, and Ian. I love the show so much. Have a blessed week.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, what time is it? 11. We got to roll on.
The McCoy said, I actually work in my JJ sweatshirt all the time, and it's well-worn looking now. Soft and comfy. Mike Lemon says, cheers, guys.
Yeah.
We're going to head out.
We're going to head out. We sure appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Please share it with your friends. Let them know. We do this every Monday night, most of the time, 9:30 Eastern. Tell a friend. More to come. This print available, $20. $20. It'll be available on the website soon. We'll see you guys soon. Front, back, side to side. Stay sketchy. We'll see you guys next week. Later.